Good morning, everyone. In today's class, again, I will start chapter 2, class 9, computer science, and I will explain you the hardware parts. And in my previous class, I think I have completed till touch screen. So I'll share screen for you, and then I'll teach you further ahead. Okay. So screen is shared now. I will open the chapter for you. That is, I think, is stored for a minute. Open this E part, E drive. See, my discussion was this point. Just wait here. Till touch screen. A touch screen is a special kind of display screen which is placed on the computer monitor. In order to touch the screen, essentially it registers the input when a finger or other object is touched to the screen. Touch screen is normally used when information has to be accepted with minimal efforts. This I have explained. Now I'll come to the next point. The next definition here is joystick. Joystick. A joystick, normally it is used in playing games, okay? A joystick is also a pointing device, like mouse is a pointing device. A joystick is also a pointing device. It consists of a small vertical lever fitted. A joystick is also a pointing device. It consists of a small vertical lever fitted on its base, on a base. This lever is used to move the cursor on the screen. The screen cursor movement in any particular direction is measured by the distance that the stick is shifted or moved from its center position. The amount of movement is measured by the potentiometers that are plugged at the base of the joystick. When the stick is released, a spring brings it back to its center position. The joystick can move left, right, forward, or backward. So while playing games, you use this figure of the joystick is given, then you move accordingly left, right, and so on. And the pointer moves to the screen accordingly. The cursor, the screen cursor movement in a particular direction is measured by the distance that the stick is shifted or moved. So that's basically used in playing games, joystick. And most of you have uh, playing devices in which you have a joystick. Now next is the trackball. The trackball is a movable ball mounted on top of a stationary device that can be rotated using your fingers or palms. In fact, the trackball looks like the mouse turned upside down. Okay. Instead of moving the mouse around the desktop, you move the trackball with the tips of your fingers. Okay, a trackball is not as accurate as mouse and it requires more frequent cleaning. But it is a good alternative when desktop space is limited. Trackballs come in wired and wireless versions, and newer optical trackballs are use laser technology. Okay, so this is the figure of trackball which you have to go. All this chapter is having theoretical. In 9th class, mostly chapters are theoretical. So you have to go to the theoretical part. Next is your barcode. Barcodes are the vertical zebra striped marks you see on most manufactured retail products. Everything from candy to the cosmetic to the books. You go to the any shopping mall and when you purchase any item, what you see there, they when they are going for the billing part, they use barcode reader. Okay, they use a device by which they read the barcode, which is given on the on a particular on a particular product. So just they scan it and automatically the price of that item is calculated. And when you get a bill, that price is mentioned there. Barcode readers are photoelectric optical scanners that translate the symbols in barcode into digital code. In this system, the piece of a particular barcode into a digital particular item is set within the store's computer. Once the barcode has been scanned, the corresponding price appears on the sales killer point of sale terminal and on your receipt. Records of sale from the barcode readers are input to the store's computer and used for accounting, restocking store inventory, and weeding out products that do not sell well. Now, what happens? Basically, I told you, and you all are familiar. Each product nowadays has a barcode. When they have no barcode, what they do? Then they have to do them manually, and then they have to enter. You go to the Walmart and see, or you go to the supermarkets or any today, so you go to even a small shop, you get a barcode reader. So that reader are basically barcodes are the basically zebra striped marks. Okay, you can write in your own words answer. It is just a zebra stripe marks which is printed on all the products. Then a barcode reader device is used which reads this barcode. What is that meaning of while reading? It means that whatever the price of the product is mentioned in the computer on the in the computer of the uh, store, and then the price is calculated, and also the inventory is maintained and accounting is done. All this you can write. Next is your OMR. OMR stands for optical mark reader. OMR. Optical mark reader is a special type of optical scanner used to recognize the type of mark made by pen or pencil. It is used where one out of a few alternative is to be selected and marked. It is especially used for checking the answer sheets of examination having multiple choice questions. The answer sheet contains special marks such as squares or bubbles. The student fills in the square with soft pencil or ink to indicate the correct choices. The OMR detects these marks and sends the corresponding signals to the processor. If a mark is present, the amount of reflected light is reduced, and thus OMR detects the presence of the mark for each and every answer. Optical mark readers are widely used for almost all competitive exams having objective type questions. Simple. Most of you now gave competitive exams, and all the competitive exams basically are conducted using OMR sheets. Now, OMR sheets have basically multiple choice MCQ type of questions where normally four choices are given, and user has to select out of four one choice. Okay, once after all the calculation he has done and he has decided that answer number in question number one, answer number B, the option B is correct. That means he has to circle it. He has to darken the circle. He has to darken the circle by using a pencil or darken the circle by pen, because pencil, when the people were using pencil that time, still it is used. I'm not saying that it's not used. They give option of both, either use pencil or, but mostly major competitive exams, they avoid use of pencil, rather they use pen. The reason was that anyone can cheat. That means they can rub it out and then they can mark another option. Okay. To get rid of this problem, most of the competitive exams now are using the ball pens, black or blue color. It's clearly written there. Use black and blue ball pens, so that even the ball pens, once it's circled, it's not like even some drop of water or some, because of some reason, that ink is not, will not spread in ball pen. So that's why they say ball pen. Okay. Now the optical mark reader, the special type of scanner, it scans that where the answer is circled. That's why don't give two choices, otherwise it will not accept your answer. Understood? So when you are sure only, then you choose a particular answer, uh, darken the circle, and the OMR mark reader, that is the device, will read. The advantage of using this method is that the copy checking goes very fast and accurately. While you are writing theoretical answers, a teacher is checking, there is a chance of there is a chance that in one answer of same quality, mark may differ. Like one student is getting 10, other may get 9. So one marks even matters in today's competitive world. So that is why now all the competitive exams are having OMR sheet, where the answers are scanned by this optical mark reader devices. And once it is scanned and your options are correct, the marks are counted. For example, answer number 1 is of 1 mark, so it is 100% will go to the 1. Or 2 marks, the 2 will go. There's no that 0.25 and 0.35 and zero point 0.4 half. No such. If it is correct, 100%. If not correct, 0. So that is the way optical marks works. You can go through all this. It is especially used for checking the answer sheets. It's all I have explained to you. No need of going much technical part, general definitions. The next point here is it. Okay. The next point here is OCR, optical character reader. Is an optical scanner which is capable of detecting alphanumeric characters typed or printed on paper using an OCR font. The alphanumeric typed or printed, the text which is to be scanned is illuminated by low frequency light source. The dark areas on the text absorb the light while light areas reflect it. The photo cells of OCR devices receives the reflected light and provides binary data corresponding to dark and light areas. OCI device is used for large volume application like reading of passenger tickets, computer printed bills of credit card companies, and reading of zip codes in postal services. So when you send nowadays, you see they give a printed slip of while you post certain items to some destination. So they give you a print where the code is given is OCR, optical character reader code. Beside that, they have given that application like reading of passenger tickets, etc. OCR use. So OCR का यूज कहा है, that you know even on computer printed bills of credit card etc. OCR is used. Optical character reader is, this is the device which is used for optical character reader. Now optical characters and optical scanner, it scans the things, which is capable of detecting the alphanumeric character type of printed on paper using an OCR font. Okay. Now next you come here, MICR, magnetic ink character reader. Nowadays, you know that you get multi-city checks and all that. Magnetic ink character recognition is used to recognize the magnetically charged character mainly found on bank checks. The magnetically charged characters are written by a special ink called magnetic ink. MICR devices reads the pattern of this character and compares them with special pattern stored in memory using MICR device. Nowadays, the check is correct or not, is an original check or not, it's a valid check or not, MICR devices are used. Okay, so for that, just magnetic is used to recognize the check the checks. Okay, MICR. So you, when you write the answer, you write all this point. MICR, magnetic character recognition. The magnetic is used to recognize the magnetic charge. You write after that. It is normally used in bank checks just to check that the checks are valid or not. Okay, so that these devices are used. So you can get the answer easily. The next point is your light pen. Light pen is a pointing device similar to a pen. It is used to select select a displayed menu. Select a displayed menu item or draw pictures on the monitor screen. It consists of a photo cell and an optical system placed in a small tube. Now see here, what is the use of light pen? Like if I have the light pen, I can easily mark certain things which is displayed onto the screen. So I just like I'm moving the cursor now. What can do if I'm having the light pen which is attached to my system? I can mark that this is the check and MICR checks this check. The check is valid or not. I can encircle my face. The use of light pen normally you see when you watch a cricket match or football match, and that time they show the position of a player. In cricket, suppose where the wicket keeper is standing, where the short leg is defined, given where is the this one fine leg is there, where is the cover position is there, or mid off, mid on, etc. Now when the commenter gives his expert comment, what he shows, instead of this player should be somewhere here. Then he marks a circle. So all this which is doing at while the this one game is on live on the screen, he is just selecting this light pen is device using it is used to select a display menu item or draw picture. So what is doing? Drawing a picture on the monitor. So what happens, like you see, the player is standing and they just mark us encircle that its player is here, and then to another player, they might should be somewhere here. They give their expert comment. So light pen is basically used to draw some pictures, a circle, rectangle, or line, or whatever they want to do. That is used for that purpose. So use I have explained like in any games or match. Normally we see the use of. It consists of a photocell and an optical system placed in a small tube. Technical aspect, I'm not going much because not in detail it is given. It is only given as a part of definition in your book and as a definition only you have to learn. A lot of theories are there which I have to teach. Basically, I love to teach programming part, but in your syllabus, your book is having a lot of theoretical part. When the programming part or some processing part will come at that time. I will surely explain. And I think after chapter number 2, we are having some software that is also again theoretical part. And then we'll have the operating system that is also a theoretical part. And then from unit 3, I think from unit 3 only, your office tools will come, word processing tools, presentation tools, and spreadsheet tools. So this actually where I can teach you about the different type of softwares. The teaching part, which I love to teach, or the programming part, will come later on. So meantime, you have to learn theoretical only. The next is your web camera. A webcam also stands in short for web camera and is an input device. It is a digital camera that's connected to a computer. It can send live pictures from wherever it is sighted to another location by means of internet. Many desktop computer screen and laptops come with a built-in camera and microphone. If any does not have it, then separate web can be attached to it. So now I am teaching you from my laptop, and my laptop is having a built-in camera. Using this built-in camera, the live picture is captured. Just now, I'm not sending this live class to you. Otherwise, you can view it live also. Previously, we were doing from school. Because of this pandemic and many reasons, we are just sending video now. Later on, we will think of that. Again, now, what happens, like it is capturing all the video here. Okay, because I'm on video mode. Photograph also you can take. And it can send live picture from it is using. But when you are sending live picture, the internet should be on. Hopefully point is clear. The web camera you have to use. The second type of web camera is one is inbuilt, another is external web camera, which is on your desktop, fixed on the top, so that it captures your view, captures the view part, which has to be sent here from where it is sighted to another location. By means many desktop computers, screens and laptops come with built-in cameras, and if any does not have, then separate webcam can be attached to it anytime. Output devices. An output device is a device which accepts result from the computer and displays them to the user. The output device also converts the binary code obtained from the computer into human readable form. The principal kind of output are hard copy and soft copy. Okay. We again started with the output. Okay. So I have to go through theoretical. What to do with theoretical is there, so I have to teach theory only. An input device is a device which accepts result from the computer and displays them to the user. The output device also converts the binary code obtained from the computer into human readable form. The principal kinds of output are hard copy and soft copy. Okay. Soft copy devices, CRT displays screen, flat pen displays screen, etc. And CRT stand for cathode ray tube. Okay. The hard copy devices, impact printers, dot matrix printer, non-impact printers, okay, and other devices, the sound device, voice device, etc. Now come to the monitor. These are also known as visual display unit or simply screens. These are the output devices that show programming instruction and data as they are being input and information after they are processed. The size of a computer screen is measured diagonally from corner to corner in inches. Okay. So 17-inch screen size they have given. Okay. And 16-inch viewable image size. Okay. So 1 inch less because of this border, etc. So 16-inch viewable size. 15 inches monitor, 14 inches viewable size, 24 inches, that means 23 inches viewable size. Come to the next point. Types of monitors. There are different types of monitors. Some of these are CRT. A CRT for cathode ray tube is a vacuum tube used as display screen in a computer or video display terminal. These are the most common type of computer display, at least for desktops. Okay. So common. Firstly, previous system, like older system, we were having this device. Nowadays, we are having flat panel displays, plasma displays, touch screen monitors, etc. LED, etc. Now, flat panel compared to CRT, flat panel displays are much thinner, less in weight, and consumes less power. Thus, they are better for portable computers, although they are available for desktop computer as well. Okay, desktop computers, and on the laptops also we have a flat display. Flat panel displays are made up of two plates of glass separated by a layer of liquid LCD. LCD monitors we say liquid crystal display in which liquid is manipulated. So this is flat panel device or LCD device. Lower power consumption is advantage, cover less space, reduction in cooling load, high performance, flexibility, more viewing space. Then one more is there, that is plasma. A plasma display is a flat panel display in which each pixel on the screen is illuminated by a tiny bit of plasma or charged ionized gas. Plasma displays are thinner than CRT displays and brighter than LCDs. So plasmas are brighter, but the more original picture you get in what I feel in LCD or LED LCDs. A touch screen, next come touch screen monitor. Now mostly desktop are having or mostly laptop are having touch screen monitor. A touch screen is a computer display screen that serves an input device. It allows the user to interact with a computer by using their fingers. When a touch screen is touched by a finger or a stylus, it registers the event and sends it to a controller for processing. A touch screen may contain pictures or words that user can touch to interact with and so on. Okay, I have already explained the touch screen device. So the touch screen I have already explained. They are giving again. Okay. Next point is organic light OLED. Digitally display technology has improved and evolved drastically. Most of the devices use LCD or LED or CRT screens, which consumes huge power and their display quality is poor. अब इससे भी एक improved version they have sent to you. And that improved version is now OLED is new kind of display screens available which have low power consumption and good brightness level and is still in development phase. So that's why you have not seen it. Yeah, you are using LCD, LED, plasma, etc. Its structure is made of thin light emitting organic LED and films which creates good brightness and uses less energy than LED screen. The LED films are made of hydrocarbon chains. OLED are used to create displays in devices such as television screens, computer monitors. Everywhere it will be used, just now not available. I think I will keep my class till here only. One more day I will take to finish this part, and then we will go for the question answers also, because I know lot of theories are there, so I don't want to just keep on teaching the theoretical part. Better I'll teach it because we are still having a lot of time. 2 chapters is almost getting completed. Then we'll go for the third theoretical part. Slowly, as I told you, after teaching one or two theoretical parts, I'm thinking of teaching some software part also, so that you are aware of, like you are not, it's not becoming very boring. So I will try my best, but I have to check the syllabus also. Meantime, I will check portion for you from my computer only. Here only a screen is shared, so you can just have a view. One more thing, beta, your videos are uploaded on school website. So what you have to do, see, I'm doing here for you. You have to just type stpostquota.co.in, press enter key. Once website is opened, always pay attention to the, देखो यहाँ पे I have already given notice to LKG to video class to 12 class. Just you open it. When you click on it, you see that the notice is uploaded here, and you see here. So open school where all the instructions are given. Click on student portal and the child's scholar number and so on. Now what I am doing here, I'll go to the site, and here on top student portal is there. You click on that, and then you have to enter your scholar number, uh, some scholar number, I don't remember. When you enter scholar number and you enter here your date of birth, what happens? You will go to the portal. Okay, so I will just see it's open here, and then all the classes are uploaded here. You just go to the subject, log out, because here dashboard is there. In dashboard, today's activities are given. Understood? So whatever the activities are there that will come to you, you can have a look of it and then work on it. So hopefully this part is clear to you. And once the work is completed, you have seen all the video. Take care of yourself. We'll meet in the next class. Okay. End meeting for.